Wake up, everybody. There's an epidemic going around, and it's been plaguing us for years. It's been affecting you, and everybody in this room. Now, I'm not talking about the flu, and I'm not talking about the measles. I'm talking about the largest epidemic of all. I'm talking about bad bosses. Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters members, and anyone who's ever worked. What makes someone a bad boss? Is it because they want control over every minute detail of your job? Is it because they take credit for your work or show favoritism towards everybody? Now, while all these are true, the number one reason for a bad boss is not what you think. And the cure is right at your fingertips. It was the summer of 2005 when my boss summoned me to her office. Has anyone been summoned by their boss before? It's not a good feeling. I was so nervous, I couldn't stop shaking, my heart was racing so fast, I wondered, what could she want? Did I do something wrong? I knocked on her door. You wanted to see me, Miss Hart? Yes, Sarah, come on in and close the door. It's time we make some changes around here. It's time that we promote you. Me? You want to promote me? Wow! After 3 years on the job, my dreams finally came true. I was off to a career in management. And even though Miss Hart was no longer my boss, she was still my mentor. And she gave me some words of advice as I accepted the promotion. It's not about the work, Eric. It's about the people. Show them you care. And that day I accepted the promotion, I promised myself to care for people just like Miss Hart cared for me. I promised to listen and put myself in their shoes. You see, I had no intentions of becoming a bad boss until I became a bad boss. It's not like there was a manual to guide me through it, and if there is, I never received a copy. Did you? I was confused and overwhelmed. Do you know what I told someone who asked me for help? Figure it out on your own. I can't do my work and yours. I tell you, I don't know why Miss Hart promoted me, I wondered. Because all the good work that I did as an employee, it had nothing to do with being a boss. It didn't matter if I was once the best case processor in the office. Because as a boss, I had to shepherd the employees to process those cases. And the further I was removed from that line of work, the more I lost sight of what it was like to be in their shoes. We looked at work through different lenses. We talked past each other. The only thing I cared about was meeting our company goals. And can you believe what happened next? Within 6 months, our relationship soured. Our morale dipped. Our performance tanked. And you want to know what happened even worse than that? My new boss summoned me to her office. Now, I was just as nervous as before, but except I knew that there was trouble coming up. And of all the qualities that she possessed, caring was not one of them. I'll never forget the way she stared at me. She pointed in my face and said, either you turn this place around, or I'll find someone else who will. How would you feel if your boss said something like that to you? I was devastated. It's like she ripped out my heart and just threw it on the ground. Couldn't she understand what it was like to be in my shoes? Wasn't she aware of all the challenges that I had to overcome? As I carried my broken heart out the door, I ran into my security guard, Lester. He was a retired city cop and he loved to tell stories about his days patrolling the neighborhood. And Lester, he could see the pain and sadness all over my face. It was hard to hide. And he asked me, bad day, son? I didn't want to open up to Lester, of all people. But deep down, I knew I had to get the feelings off my chest. And the words, they just began to flow. Lester, I don't know what's going on. My employees don't like me. They don't respect me. My boss is going to fire me. I don't know where I went wrong. It's like They look at me as if I don't understand them. Like I don't even care. Well, son, back in the day when I was your age, when I first became a cop, people in the neighborhood felt the same way about me. But one day, I sent the little boy home who I caught stealing, rather than send the little knucklehead to jail. And it showed people that I could understand the hardships of a little boy who was just trying to keep his family from starving. I guess what I'm trying to say, son, is if you want people to care, show them you care. Lester's words changed my life. His words reminded me of my former boss, Miss Hart, and I asked, how many times did Miss Hart care for me? How many times did she listen? And then I thought, what about the promise I made? I faced the harsh reality at that moment that my lack of caring made me a bad boss. But Lester's words, they also inspired me to fulfill that promise. So I returned to work the next day with a renewed passion and a different focus. Rather than worrying about meeting our company goals, I paid more attention to the people doing the work. And you want to know what happened? Our relationship soared. Our performance surged. Our morale blossomed. Wow! All because I decided to show that I cared. This was life-changing for me, and it saved my job. All because I needed to show that I cared. When was the last time you showed that you cared? When was the last time you actually listened? When was the last time you put yourself in someone's shoes? Nelson Mandela said it best when he said, what counts in life is not the mere fact we have lived. It's the difference we've made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. I challenge you to be a better person, a better colleague, a better friend. Put yourself in their shoes. Seek a better understanding. That's the cure. Because if you want people to care, you got to show them that you care.